She-Hulk, Attorney at Law is the 8th MCU series on Disney Plus, and it stars Tatiana Maslany as Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, and this is our first time being introduced to She-Hulk in the MCU. So in this series, we have Jennifer Walters, who's an attorney. She's a lawyer until one day she gets into a car accident and she accidentally gets exposed by Bruce Banner's blood, and she turns into the She-Hulk, and now we got our series. And I've been looking forward to this series. I've been looking forward to this series since it was first announced. I got excited, and also from the trailers, I was really excited for the series. When I saw the first trailer, I heard a lot of people didn't like the CGI. Didn't like the CGI version of She-Hulk, and I didn't like it either. And I did agree to everyone I didn't like the first trailer. I liked the first trailer. It's just that I didn't like the CGI version of She-Hulk. It felt unfinished. But from the second trailer, the CGI of She-Hulk felt a little bit more improvement, but it could have been finished up a little bit in the second trailer. There was some scenes in the trailers. There was some scenes in the first trailer and the second trailer that I like about the CGI She-Hulk character. And there was scenes in the trailer I'm just like, okay, the CGI should have been finished with the She-Hulk character. But I think with episode 1, I think with the She-Hulk character, with the CGI She-Hulk character, is, well, there was some scenes that I liked about the character of the character, and there was some scenes I'm just like, okay, the CGI could have been finished though. It could have been finished up still. I'm just saying. So, what do I think of this episode 1? I think this is really cool. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law is amazing. So, I only have one episode, and that's it, because we are going to get every episode every Thursday. Well, mostly the MCU puts out their episodes used to put them out probably like every Friday, and then probably they probably changed it up and made other episodes come out every Wednesday. But for She-Hulk, every episode will now come out every Thursday. And I heard this is going to be like 9 episodes of She-Hulk. And I'm like, okay, I'm okay with 9 episodes. I'm actually going to still watch all 9 episodes of She-Hulk, and I'm looking forward to watching all 9 episodes. Well, I watched this episode in particular. So, I was actually vastly looking forward to this show. I was actually really excited for this, and that's it. So let's talk about the actors and the characters. Let's start off with Tatiana Maslany as Jennifer Walters, aka the She-Hulk. And here's the She-Hulk character that I was telling you about. So, basically, Jennifer Walters, like I said, she's a lawyer. She's a cousin of Bruce Banner, which I'm like, wait, her and Bruce Banner do look like brother and sister, but no, they're cousins. They do look like brother and sister to me, though. But no, like I said, they're cousins. Jennifer Walters in this, when she accidentally gets exposed by Bruce Banner's blood by mistake or something, she turns into the She-Hulk, and she doesn't want to deal with it. But she could be the next Avenger by taking her cousin's spot to be the next Avenger. I think that would be really cool, but she doesn't want that. She just wants to become a normal lawyer, and that's all I know. And Tatiana Maslany is really good in this episode, but ever since she was announced that she's going to be playing Jennifer Walters and She-Hulk, I was actually excited. I was 100% excited, and I was like, oh my god, they're putting Tatiana Maslany in the MCU as She-Hulk, and we are probably going to be seeing more of She-Hulk in future MCU projects. Hopefully, it'll be in Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and mostly Secret Wars. Let's hope. So, I'm with Tatiana Maslany. She's really good as Jennifer Walters and the She-Hulk character. But with the She-Hulk character, like I said, I think some of the CGI was. There was some scenes of the CGI She-Hulk was pretty good. There was some scenes with the CGI She-Hulk character in this episode. Looks fine. I think, like I said, they could have helmed it pretty well. But it's not a huge complaint. It's just that the CGI could have been better. Well, like it was better with the Incredible Hulk and Professor Hulk, but it could have been better with the She-Hulk character. Just saying. But I think that's it for Tatiana Maslany, and I can't wait to see more of her as Jennifer Walters and She-Hulk in more episodes. And next up, excuse me. And next up is Jamila Jamil as Titania. Now, to be honest with you guys, I never heard this Titania character before, but I looked her up. But ever since seeing her in the trailer, when I saw her in the first trailer and the second trailer, I was like, wait, who the hell is that? But that's Titania, and I was like, wait, I never heard this character before. But when I looked her up, I heard that she probably has the same exact strength as the She-Hulk, herself. Titania right here, I mean, I did hear about her origin story for the comics, but I looked that up though. But with Titania, I think we'll be getting her origin story in one of these episodes of She-Hulk, the series itself. But with Jamila Jamil as Titania, I hope she'll do really good in this series, and I want to wish her good luck. And I heard she is going to be the main villain of this show. And I'm like, well, my question is she going to get an origin story in one of these episodes? Is she going to get an origin story that we saw in the comics, and hopefully will be put into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well, it's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell that we could be seeing more of her, or we could be seeing her origin story for the first time in the MCU, like we did like we saw in the comics. But I think Jamila Jamil is a really good choice for Titania, and I think that's it for this character. But Titania, it will be the main villain of this show, and I can't wait to see what she's gonna do throughout the entire series. And I don't know if we're gonna see her more or less throughout the series. I don't know. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, and next up is Ginger Gonzaga as Nikki. Now, I don't know what this character does. Is she a lawyer? Is she an attorney? All I know is in my opinion, she probably plays Jennifer Walters' best friend, probably throughout the series. But I don't know what this character actually does. All I know is she plays the best friend of Jennifer Walters. But in the series, I think we'll be seeing her at least more or less throughout the series. But with Ginger Gonzaga in this episode as Nikki, we probably saw her for probably at least a few minutes and gone, and that's it. But probably throughout the series, I hope she'll do really good throughout the entire series. And I don't know if she'll be the comedy relief of the show or not. But I have to find out. I will wait to see what this character does in the show. But I guess that's it for this Nikki character. And last but not least is Mark Ruffalo, who reprised his role as Bruce Banner, aka Professor Hulk, for the most part. And Mark Ruffalo has done really good. With Mark Ruffalo, he's really good in this episode. But my question is are we gonna see more of him throughout the entire series? Which I don't know if we'll be seeing him throughout the entire series or not, because he is Professor Hulk after all. He's smart and everything. Because I heard that we are going to be getting a World War Hulk series in the MCU, which I'm really excited for. But the thing is, in this episode, when she found out that her cousin becomes the She-Hulk, he's like, well, you gotta deal with it. You'll probably take the next spot for me as a new Avenger. Hopefully, you're now a superhero and you gotta deal with this She-Hulk situation. And she tells he tells Jennifer, her cousin Jennifer, that she has to deal with the She-Hulk situation from now on. But when Mark Ruffalo is really good, and has been doing really good in the MCU so far, because ever since we saw Edward Norton as the Incredible Hulk in the 2008 movie The Incredible Hulk, I liked him as the Incredible Hulk. But now with Mark Ruffalo, I think Edward Norton could have kept the role in the MCU, but instead they had Mark Ruffalo for the first time since the first Avengers movie back in 2012. I was in 7th grade when the Avengers came out. And Mark Ruffalo has been doing really good in the MCU so far, since we saw him in more MCU projects. But in this, I don't know if we're going to be seeing him more episodes or not, but if he's only in this episode, that's I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but in this episode, I think he's only gonna be in this episode, and that's it. But hopefully, we'll see more of him in more episodes of the show. And I think that's it for Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, aka the Professor Hulk. And I can't wait to see more of Raging Hulk in World War Hulk in the MCU. So I guess that's it for the actors and the characters. So I do want to say we are going to be getting action sequences. We're going to be getting action sequences. We might get some characters that. And also, from what I heard, that we are going to be getting Amelia Blonsky, Amelia Blonsky, played by Tim Ross, back in the event of the Incredible Hulk. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see him in one of these episodes. But the thing is about this, I can't wait to see more of these action sequences. We might see some action sequences. We might see some lawyer stuff. We might see Jennifer Walters just trying to find. We might see Jennifer Walters. You know, Jennifer Walters is a single woman who's just a lawyer, but but Jennifer Walters, since she's the She-Hulk character, she's trying to find like a boyfriend online or something, or probably trying to find a boyfriend in person. That's what she's all about. Probably throughout this entire series or not. But I think this entire series I think we might end up seeing I don't think we're gonna be. I hope we. Well, the thing is, I think we might see some really cool violent fight scenes here and there. We might see Jennifer Walters trying to find some other guys and yada yada yada, something like that. But the thing is, about this, that we're gonna be seeing more. That this is not just about Jennifer Walters. It's also about her trying to deal with this situation about becoming the She-Hulk, and I think she could be the next Avenger. To be, I think we'll be seeing her more as the next Avenger. Because I heard this is also probably will be setting up. I think this is also going to be setting up World War Hulk that we're going to be getting in the Marvel Cinematic Universe probably soon in the near future. Because I think this entire series is going to focus on Jennifer Walters, not just being a lawyer, but also dealing with the She-Hulk that she'll probably have to get used to. So I think she'll probably deal with this She-Hulk situation, but she'll still be a lawyer. She'll still find some other guys that she probably wants to. She'll probably find some other guys that she probably wants to either go on a date with or hang out with for the most part. But like I said, she'll probably still do all that, and hopefully will be the new Avenger for the most part. But and we might end up seeing more. Like I said, we probably will be seeing the She-Hulk character in more MCU projects. Hopefully, it'll be in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars in the near future. Let's hope, and hopefully, I think that's it. But I guess that's it for this review for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, and I actually love this entire series. I'm sorry, this entire episode, and I can't wait to see eight more episodes of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. I think they could have called this title She-Hulk instead of calling it She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Instead of putting the title Attorney at Law in there, I'm not saying anything there. I think they could have called this Marvel Studios She-Hulk and call it a day. And I think that's all I'm gonna say. I think that's it for this review for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, and I guess that's about it. There's nothing much else to say about this episode and the series itself. I can't wait to see more episodes of She-Hulk coming out every Thursday, and that's it. So I guess that's it for this video, and that's nothing much else to say. So be sure to like, subscribe, press the notification bell, follow me on Instagram, comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you for watching.